Hello friends, today I am going to discuss about structures of organization. This is a small question. In all over the world, the different type of the organizations, and every organization has their own different structures. There are 5 types of organizations in all over the world in field of management. First is a linear organization. Second one is a functional organization. Third one is a formal organization. Fourth one is the informal organization. And fifth one is a matrix organization. So remember one thing. Generally, every company frame their structure of organization in different manner as per the requirement. They frame the structure. So the structure of organization cannot be same at everyone. But as the complexity in the work, the structure will be complex. If you think for a small shop, there will not be a big organization. Simple, straight, owner and his employee, right? So as per the responsibilities are more, the structure will be more complex. So here I am discussing first about linear organization. See, remember one thing. If in exam for a just name, the question could be asked that which are the structures of organization, then you have to indicate only names which I have said just before, the 5 names, not more than that. Is that clear? But when you explain in detail specifically for any organization, then you have to discuss. So be careful about your explanation. Right? And when you prepare one explanation, get ready to add the diagram of that structure of organization, right? So when I am starting the explanation, I am discussing in a whole, but with that, as per the syllabus from the textbook, you check the diagram. It is given at there. Is that clear? Okay. So first I am discussing the meaning of linear organization. The most simple and ancient type of the organization is linear organization, because there is no complexity, there is no confusion about whose work, which will be the work. Everything is clear. In every army, such organizational structure is seen. So it is also known as army organization, right? So in this kind of the situation of the structure, you will find all powers are centered at the top of the management. So in such a structure, the top level management is having all powers, as like the general manager, managing director, board of directors. So many people are included in the top level management, and they have maximum powers in such kind of the organization. Okay. the distribution of power and responsibilities are divided as per the structure. So mainly every responsibility in the straight level. Straight level means directly the employees are connected with their departmental head and their officers. So in such a situation, distribution of power straight from top to bottom. So it is called linear organization because there is no complexity, right? As example I say, as per the diagram in the book, the clerk has to follow order of the purchase officer, the workers has to follow order of the foreman, foreman has to follow order of the supervisors, supervisor has to follow the order of the production officer. So the structure is straight, no diversion. So it is called linear organization. Each employee is answerable only to his superior authority. I could add or change the word his immediate superior. Right? Immediate superior means I should answer directly to the my head of the department. Right? If I am working in any branch, then I am bound to reply to the branch manager. As a teacher, in which school I am working, I am already bound to reply my supervisors, my head of the department. Not directly required to reply to the owner or the managing trustee of the school, but only I have to clarify to my supervisor and the head of the department only. So each employee is answerable to his immediate superior or superior authority. In this type of organization, higher degree of power is always remain at top level, and some distribution of power as per the responsibility will be given to their bottom levels, right? So maximum power will centralized at the top, and as per the requirement of the work, the distribution of power will be given to the bottom level officers, right? This is the explanation of the structure which I have done. Okay, now I am discussing in a more explanation. See how the formation of this structure happened. In this type of organization, be carefully listen every line. In this type of organization, the business unit is classified in different departments: purchase, sales, marketing, production, account, finance, administration. So many kind of the departments, and every department have their departmental head. So departmental head will have power to handle his department only. The departmental head is answerable to his superior at the top level. So the area head or the department head is given necessary power to take the work from his subordinate, right? So it is an interrelationship between subordinate and the superiors. So in this type of situation, division of the power is not done according to work, but the division of power will be done as per the department's authority. So it is also called departmental organization, right? Keep in your mind, when I am explaining this topic, here I have used three names for the same organization: army organization, linear organization, and departmental organization. Okay, this linear organization structure is as at the top level, as I have said, general manager, managing director, sometimes chairman is also be involved in the board, because chairman is the higher authority. So the chairman, general manager, managing director, all will be included in it at the top level management. Then the second layer will come, different departments and their head. It is called middle level management as per our diagram. So the departmental heads, and with the departmental heads, sometime it is necessary to divide one department in subdivisions. So every division has its own officer, as like administrative department has two divisions are shown in the diagram. You will check. Administrative division has two parts. Administrative department has two parts: administrative officer and account officer. Under them, now listen carefully, the clerk will come, right? If the production division I am talking, the production officer is the subdivisional head. Under his control, the supervisor will come. Under the supervisor's control, the foreman will come, and under the foreman's control, the workers will come, because they have to do the work of the production. So here every department has their own structure. Is that clear? So here I discussed about the structural formation. Is that clear? I am continuing.